Imagine Shri Krishna joined your office tomorrow. Same manager, same deadlines, same office politics. No miracles, no divine powers, just his mind. Now ask yourself one question. Would he become another victim of office politics? Or would he quietly become the smartest person in the building? I believe Krishna's greatest strength wasn't his power. It was his ability to understand people before reacting to them. Today, we're going to decode that mindset through 5 office situations that millions of professionals face every day. By the end of this video, you won't just admire Krishna. You'll know how to think like him. Part 1. The Credit Stealer. Let's begin with a situation almost everyone has experienced. You spend 2 weeks preparing an important presentation. You solve the difficult problems, stay late, and make sure everything is perfect. The meeting goes well until one colleague suddenly says, "Most of this idea came from our discussions." In one sentence, he takes credit for your work. Your first instinct is to interrupt him immediately. But Krishna would pause and ask a different question. Why does he want me to react right now? That's the trap. The moment you argue in front of everyone, the meeting stops being about your work and starts becoming about your emotions. Instead of exposing the lie, you've helped create a distraction. Krishna never fought on someone else's battlefield. He would let the meeting finish, then calmly send the project timeline, research, and presentation drafts to everyone. No accusations, no anger, just facts. Because arguments make people choose sides, but facts make people change their minds. Krishna Decoder. Never fight on the battlefield your opponent chooses. Move the battle to where truth has the advantage over emotion. Now let's look at a problem that's even more dangerous, because this time, nobody argues with you. Part 2. Your boss stops trusting you. Over the last few weeks, something has changed. Your manager barely speaks to you anymore. Important meetings happen without you. Projects you expected to lead are suddenly given to someone else. Within minutes, your mind starts creating stories. Did I make a mistake? Did someone complain about me? Am I about to lose my job? The strange thing is, none of those thoughts are facts. They're assumptions. So let's ask the same question again. What would Krishna notice that everyone else misses? Krishna wouldn't react to the behavior first. He would question the story inside his own mind. Before making any decision, he would ask, "What do I actually know, and what am I only assuming?" Instead of overthinking, Krishna would seek clarity. He would calmly ask his manager, "I've noticed I've been less involved in recent projects. I'd really appreciate your feedback. Is there anything I should improve?" One honest conversation gives you something your imagination never can. Facts. Maybe your manager is under pressure. Maybe priorities have changed. Maybe there's genuine feedback you need. Whatever the answer is, clarity always beats fear. Krishna Decoder. Never make important decisions based on assumptions. Separate facts from stories before you react. Part 3. Office Gossip. Now imagine a different challenge. Nobody says anything to your face, but you slowly realize people are treating you differently. Conversations stop when you walk into the room. A coworker who was once friendly suddenly becomes distant. You later discover that someone has been spreading rumors about you behind your back. Most people immediately begin chasing the gossip. They ask everyone who started it, confront people one by one, and spend their energy trying to clear their name. But Krishna would notice something most people don't. Gossip only becomes powerful when it distracts you from your real purpose. Instead of asking, "Who is talking about me?" Krishna would ask, "Whose opinion actually matters?" That's a completely different question. Not every opinion deserves your attention. If someone has no influence over your career, their opinion changes nothing. But if your manager or your team begins losing trust in you, that's where your focus should be. Krishna wouldn't chase rumors. He would strengthen relationships with the people who truly matter. He would communicate clearly, continue producing excellent work, and let consistency speak louder than gossip. A rumor can spread in a day, but a strong reputation is built over months. Eventually, people trust what they repeatedly see more than what they briefly hear. Krishna decoder. Don't waste your energy fighting rumors. Build a reputation that makes rumors difficult to believe. Now let's move to one of the hardest moments in any career. Part 4. Someone else got the promotion. You've worked harder than everyone else. You've taken extra responsibilities, stayed late, and solved difficult problems without complaining. Promotion day finally arrives, but someone else gets the opportunity you believed you deserved. Your first reaction is disappointment. Your second reaction is comparison. I worked harder than them. I deserved this more. Those thoughts feel natural, but they don't move you forward. So let's ask the same question again. What would Krishna notice that everyone else misses? Krishna wouldn't focus on the person who got promoted. He would focus on the system that made the decision. Instead of asking, "Why wasn't it me?" he would ask, "What does this company actually reward?" Sometimes companies reward leadership, sometimes communication, sometimes visibility, sometimes the ability to solve bigger problems. Hard work is important, but hard work alone isn't always what gets recognized. Krishna understood that, before changing his effort, he first needed to understand the rules of the game. He would ask for honest feedback, learn the skills the organization values most, and continue improving instead of becoming bitter. Even if the decision wasn't completely fair, he would refuse to let one disappointment decide his future. Krishna decoder. Don't confuse effort with value. The world rewards the value people can clearly see, not just the effort they never notice. Now let's decode the final lesson, and perhaps the most important one of all. Part 5. The person who always provokes you. Every office has one person who knows exactly how to get under your skin. They interrupt you during meetings, make sarcastic comments, challenge your ideas, and somehow always manage to provoke a reaction. Before long, you begin expecting conflict every time you see them. Most people believe they have only two choices: fight back or stay silent. Krishna would choose a third option. He would ask, "Why is this person trying so hard to control my emotions?" The moment someone can make you angry on command, they begin influencing your decisions. That's exactly what they want. Krishna understood that real strength isn't winning every argument. Real strength is refusing to let someone else decide how you respond. If a boundary needs to be set, Krishna would set it calmly and confidently. He wouldn't shout, insult, or try to prove his superiority. He would simply remain composed because a calm mind always makes better decisions than an emotional one. Think about the strongest leaders you've worked with. They don't react to every challenge. They listen, observe, and respond only when it adds value. Their calmness isn't weakness, it's self-control. Krishna decoder. The greatest victory isn't defeating another person, it's refusing to let another person control your mind. Part 6. Conclusion. If you've noticed something throughout this video, Krishna never solved these problems with aggression. He solved them with awareness. When someone stole his credit, he chose facts over emotion. When uncertainty appeared, he chose clarity over assumptions. When people spread gossip, he chose reputation over rumors. When he missed an opportunity, he chose growth over self-pity. And when others tried to provoke him, he chose self-control over anger. That's why Krishna's wisdom still works today. Offices have changed. Technology has changed. The world has changed. But people haven't. We still compete. We still compare. We still react emotionally. And that's exactly why Krishna's mindset remains so powerful. Tomorrow, when you walk into your office, don't try to remember every lesson from this video. Just remember one question. What would Krishna notice that I'm missing? That single question will help you pause before reacting, think before speaking, and see opportunities where others only see problems. Office politics may never disappear, but once you stop giving other people control over your emotions, you've already won the most important battle. If this video helped you, let me know in the comments which Krishna decoder was your favorite. And if you'd like more videos where we decode Krishna's wisdom for modern life, subscribe to the channel and join us on this journey. Until next time, think wisely, stay calm, and let Krishna's mindset become your greatest strength.